Did you know that your body could be warning you about a stroke a whole month in advance? Most people have no idea what to look for. In today's video, I'm going to reveal the 10 unbelievable warning signs of a stroke that can appear as early as 1 month before it happens. These symptoms are often subtle and easy to overlook, but catching them early could be life-saving. Stick with me, because knowing these signs might help you protect yourself or someone you care about from a stroke. Today, we're diving into an extremely important health topic: the early warning signs of a stroke. Strokes are one of the leading causes of death and long-term disability around the world. But what many people don't realize is that they often don't happen out of the blue. In fact, your body might start sending you warning signals as early as a month before a stroke actually occurs. Recognizing these early symptoms can be the difference between life and death, or between recovery and lifelong disability. That's why it's so important to be aware of these signs. First on our list is unexplained fatigue. If you've been feeling drained, exhausted, or fatigued without a clear reason, it could be a major red flag. Strokes can affect the blood flow in your brain, which might leave you feeling tired and weak, even after a full night's rest. This kind of fatigue is different from the usual tiredness you might feel after a long day. It's more persistent and can make everyday tasks feel exhausting. So if you find yourself unusually tired and it's not improving, consider it a possible early warning sign of a stroke. Next up is dizziness or loss of balance. If you've been feeling lightheaded or unsteady on your feet and you can't trace it back to any particular cause, this could be your body warning you that something is wrong. Dizziness happens when the brain isn't getting enough oxygen, which could be due to a blockage in a blood vessel. You might find yourself stumbling, losing your balance, or even feeling like the room is spinning. If this happens repeatedly, it's a sign that shouldn't be ignored. Another critical warning sign is slurred speech or difficulty speaking. You might notice that your words aren't coming out as clearly as usual, or that others are having trouble understanding you. Sometimes it's not even slurred speech, but a struggle to find the right words. You might feel like you know what you want to say, but the words just won't come out. This happens because a stroke can impair the part of your brain that controls language. Even minor speech issues should raise concern, so if you notice a change in the way you talk, it's important to take it seriously. Vision problems are another warning sign to be aware of. Strokes can affect the brain's ability to process visual information, which might lead to blurry vision, double vision, or even partial vision loss. You might suddenly find it difficult to see out of one or both eyes, or you might experience tunnel vision. Any sudden changes in your eyesight, especially if they're accompanied by other symptoms, should prompt you to seek medical attention immediately. Vision issues are often dismissed or attributed to something minor, but they can be one of the earliest signs of a stroke. Frequent headaches, especially those that are severe or come on suddenly, can also be an early indicator of a stroke. If you're someone who doesn't usually get headaches and you suddenly start experiencing intense, persistent headaches, it's time to pay attention. This could be your brain signaling that something isn't right. A stroke can cause a sudden surge in blood pressure, which can lead to a debilitating headache. While not every headache is a sign of a stroke, if it feels different from any headache you've had before, and it's paired with other symptoms, it's best to consult a doctor. Another early warning sign of a stroke is numbness or weakness on one side of the body. This is one of the most classic symptoms of a stroke, and it's often the most noticeable. You might feel weakness or a loss of sensation in your arm, leg, or face, particularly on one side. For example, you might notice that you have trouble lifting your arm or leg, or that one side of your face feels droopy or numb. This happens because a stroke can affect one hemisphere of the brain, which controls the opposite side of the body. If you experience sudden numbness or weakness, it's crucial to seek emergency medical help immediately. Confusion or difficulty understanding others is another sign that your brain might be in trouble. You may find yourself feeling disoriented or confused by simple instructions or everyday conversations. This isn't just a moment of forgetfulness or a slip of the mind. It's a deeper sense of confusion where you might struggle to comprehend what others are saying or even have trouble processing your own thoughts. This kind of cognitive confusion is a key sign that your brain is not getting the blood flow it needs to function properly. Next is difficulty swallowing. If you suddenly have trouble swallowing food or liquids, it could be a warning sign of a stroke. This happens when the muscles in your throat are affected by a disruption in the brain's signals. You might feel like food or drink is getting stuck, or you could have frequent coughing or choking while eating. Swallowing issues are often overlooked, but they can be a serious indication that a stroke may be on the horizon. Tingling or pins and needles sensations, especially in the arms or legs, are another subtle sign that something might be wrong. You might feel a sudden tingling or prickling sensation in your limbs, and it could be easy to dismiss as nothing more than your foot or hand falling asleep. However, if these sensations persist or occur alongside other symptoms, it could be a sign that a stroke is imminent. Pay close attention to any unusual sensations in your body. Finally, let's talk about what's often called a mini stroke, or a transient ischemic attack, TIA. A TIA is basically a temporary blockage in the brain's blood supply, and it mimics the symptoms of a stroke but resolves itself within minutes to hours. While the symptoms might go away quickly, a TIA should be taken as a serious warning sign that a full-blown stroke could be right around the corner. It's like a dress rehearsal for a stroke, giving you a small window of opportunity to seek medical intervention before a more severe event occurs. If you or someone you know is experiencing any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call emergency services or get to the nearest hospital as quickly as possible. Strokes require immediate treatment, and every minute counts when it comes to reducing long-term damage. Being aware of these warning signs and taking fast action can make all the difference in the outcome. Remember, strokes are medical emergencies, and time is of the essence. The faster you get help, the better the chances of recovery. Knowing these signs means you can act quickly and potentially prevent the worst from happening. Stay informed, stay aware, and take your health seriously. Thank you for taking the time to learn about these life-saving warning signs. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. It could help save a life. Don't forget to subscribe for more essential health tips. Stay healthy, and see you in the next video.